Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 17. We're on part 2 of our first look at the Big Bud DLC. This is the smaller version of the Little Bud here, but it is a Big Bud. This is the 500 horsepower version. The other one's got, I think it's got 1100 horsepower. But check out that engine animation. I shut it off. Has a little spin down there. Turn it back on. I will say the crank time. Usually there's a little bit more crank time there on the Big Buds, but it seems to start up pretty fast on here. We got this. This is the plow. This is not a plow. It does plow. It has a plow state bonus, but this is the Culti plow that I wanted to take a look at to see if it would allow create fields. It does not. And right now I don't really need a cultivator. If I get a cultivator, it's probably going to be a bigger one than this. And if I ever use this one, it'll be because I've turned on the periodic plowing. So I'm going to sell this back to the shop. Just don't really need that one. Alright. Leave the big button running. Make sure it's not in the square. I love that auger wagon. That's going to be so fun to use. Alright, we'll sell that one back. Now, we need to get a planter that plants corn. The one that we got, I don't know why. I guess you can hook it up to other toolbars, maybe. The seed tank. But, because the seed tank says you can plant corn and sugar beets and sunflower, but you actually cannot. So, let's go back and check on him. Wow, he's almost done. He is almost done. I mean, I started this in the last episode and pretty much ended him. He was about halfway, and he's finished, man. He's already there. This is the biggest planter in the game, and I can put way more seeds in this thing. I didn't put that much in there. I put about what I usually use on the horse planter. But you can see he doesn't finish all the way. He probably won't here either. We will have to go and do inrows on these fields first. No, actually, he's going to finish that one out. Okay. I guess it's because he's done. He knows he's done, so we'll fold that up. This may be quite the process here, yeah. So we're going to fold this thing up. Alright, and we'll come and do these inrows here in just a little bit. But this is the big 747 Big Bud. This is the big guy. This one's the 1100 horsepower 747. Yeah, there it is, 1100 horsepower right there. I'm guessing the Williams brothers. Maybe those are the guys that built this thing. I don't know much really about the history, but I know this is a they've got this tractor in museums and stuff. It's the biggest tractor, so let's get this guy back here. All right, now what do we want to do? We want to get a planter that plants everything. And it looks like this one does. It's the Great Plains. This one looks a lot like the ones that they use kind of locally. This Great Plains one here. So let me pull it up. Sirens outside. Wonder what's going on. Hope everything's alright. Alright, let's see. I'm going to buy this one, I think. The only thing about this one is it does not fertilize. And I hate that it doesn't fertilize. Does this one? This one does. But see, we're in the same situation with this one. It doesn't do corn and sunflower and sugar beets. So guess I'll get this one. We'll have to get a fertilizer and fertilize back behind it. I guess that's going to be the case for every corn planter, is to get a fertilizer. So we'll buy this one. Alright, and there it is. Start up the little bud here. Wonder, okay, little bud, he's got 500 horsepower, right? Yes, 500 horsepower. What does that require? Oh, it only requires 280 horsepower, so we're good there. We can put it up here planting something else. Now the next question is, do we need to cultivate before we use this one? Not with the Seed Hawk. You don't have to with the Seed Hawk. It's good to go. This one might be another story. Get over here and open this thing up here. Unfolding. Alright, is that it? Guess it's ready to go. Alright, let's see now. Oh, you know what? I don't have any stuff in this. Let me go get some over there real quick. Gotta get some seeds and some fertilizer. Let's buy some seed and fertilizer. We're just gonna get some pallets. Oh, it's doing that automatic backup thing when you go into the menu. Okay. 4 each ought to cut it, right? See, I think I'm gonna have to move this auger wagon out of the way. This is a 53,000 liter capacity auger wagon with crawler tracks. I love the crawler tracks. Alright, we'll come get this later. Alright, let's fill this thing up here. Guess I'm gonna have to get this close, like right here. Oh wow, look at that. It opens on that side. Wonder why the other tank didn't open. Huh. You'd think this tank on this side would open first, but oh well. Oh, you know what? I bought fertilizer pallets and this doesn't fertilize. Duh. Well, hang on. Let's move on up here and see, cause this side's getting full. Maybe it does fertilize. We could look out and hope for that. I think this has a 5,800 liter capacity on it, maybe. Now I'm gonna take a guess and say this thing does not fertilize. Let's turn the help window on again. Close cover. Maybe it just fills up on one side. Select seed. But see, you can do corn and all of that with this one. So this is going to be our corn planter, our sunflower, and our sugar beet planter. Now let's see the next question, does it cultivate? I'll tell you what, we're going to try, let's do corn. You would think with those wheels on there like that it would, but I don't know, you never know. Well, this thing is wide. Gotta love the big equipment though. Alright. It's pulling itself forward. Alright, and we are gonna lower sower, turn on sower, and lower sower, and hire worker. Whoop. I think we're answering our question. I bet it doesn't cultivate. Let's drive over it and see. It does not cultivate. Alright, so we are going to have to cultivate before we do this. Wonder if I switch it to one of the other, like wheat. Or let's not do wheat, let's do canola. Wonder if it'll do canola. Nope, it's just this cedar. Okay, so we'll, I'll tell you what. Let me turn that off. We'll save this planter just for corn, sunflower, and sugar beets. Because we're going to have to cultivate before we use it. So I'm going to leave it right there. So we need a cultivator. Well, guess what? We got plenty of cultivators with that DLC pack too. So what do we want? Let's go to cultivators. I'm backing up automatically again. Cultivators. Alright, this was the biggest one. It was 14.5 meter. That one's 8. 18.2. 24. I bet that's it. Yep, it's going to be this Flexicoil. 24 meter cultivator. We want to buy that. Alright. Ooh, yeah, this thing is big. Now, what's the power? Oh, good. 500 horsepower. See what I'm talking about when I go into the menu and I'm driving forward? I don't know, maybe it's because I'm hitting my brakes. That's it. It's when I hit my brakes and go into the menu. It locks onto that command. Alright, let's take this out here. So yeah, the power requirement on this is 500 horsepower. And guess what? Our little big bud here is exactly 500 horsepower. So let's go do some cultivating. We are using the biggest tractors in the world. It's kind of weird, but we are. We're using the biggest ones. I think these are the biggest ones in the world. Or maybe they were at one time. I don't know. Alright, let's get kind of out of the way of that other thing. Unfold cultivator. Oh yeah, I can come over a lot more. I can go back a little bit too. Alright, hitting the planter just a little bit, but it'll be alright. Alright, let's hire the worker on this. Yeah, I could come over more. Oh well, we'll get it on the next swath. But that's a big cultivator, so we could actually run the cultivator with this guy. And where's my other guy? We could run the seeder with this guy. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. Kind of want to watch and see what he does when he turns around down here. Wonder if you have to do inrows with this too. I bet you do. I bet you have to do inrows. But even then, it still won't be a problem. I can do inrows around this, and this field will be done in just a few minutes with the inrows. So, thinking about plowing all this together, making it one large field here, have them all connected. No, he finished. He's gonna back up though. Alright, not bad. He's gonna back up there too and complete cultivating there. So I guess maybe you don't have to do inrows with this. I don't know, there might be a situation that calls for it at some point, but so far it looks like you don't have to. Neat. Alright, so this cultivator is 24 meters wide. The seeder is 18.2. So you can start that seeder immediately behind him and he won't catch up to this one. He won't catch up to this cultivator because it's wider than his swath. So we actually could start seeding right behind this guy. Not bad, I like it. Loving this big equipment. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to start this one up and finish these inrows here. Let's unfold. I think that'll get it. I was trying to think, was there any other piece of equipment that we needed? Or that came in the pack that I'm forgetting about? Finish these inrows up here and I'll do a double check. I think this is it though. This is really what we were after. The Big Bud tractor, this Nighthawk seeder, the plow that's sitting up there, and then that other seeder and cultivator. Oh, and the auger wagon. Alright, let's see if we can turn this bad boy. Oh yeah. Finish this end row here. Probably wouldn't hurt just to do a wide end row when working with this one and then just let him go. Okay, so we learned some things. Got to cultivate before using the other planter, and we'll need to use the other planter for corn and everything. I wonder why the tanks, the tow behind tanks say that you have to, or say that you can use corn when they do not. And it looks like you can't even change it when you switch to them, so. I don't know. We'll fold this thing up, and I wonder if it'll fold up on the run. Looks like it. Lord will be there by the time it gets completed, but alright. I'm just going to leave this parked right here by these at this refill point. There's like a train coming down through here. Let me check here real quick and see, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I think this is really all we were looking for. Got the seed hawk, got the plow, got the both tractors, the auger wagon, and the other planter. Yep, that's it. Alright, well guys, I'm going to unhook this and leave it here. This has been your Big Bud first look from the Grain Arcade. I gotta say, I love the tractors. You can even see the smoke coming out from the cab, coming out of the pipes out there. I'm liking the tractor. I'm digging it. It's really cool. There's the combine that I never put away. Let's see what it looks like compared to this thing. It's taller. Wheels are bigger. It's a big tractor, guys. Big tractor. I'm loving it. Awesome, awesome. Bravo to the team that designed this, and to Giants for bringing it to console. Really liking it. Hoping to have it on some other maps at some point. Primarily, I think just to start, we'll use it here first, and get some good use out of it. We'll be able to plant our fields a lot faster, that's for sure. Everything's wider, everything's bigger. Bigger is better. That's the slogan. So guys, we'll check on the, did I leave the cultivator guy going? Is he still rolling? I don't see him. Looks like he might still be rolling though. Maybe? No? Oh, there he is, way down there. Okay, looks like he's fired himself, but this isn't cultivated over here. I wonder why. Maybe he got hung on something. Let me back up a little bit. Back up and get that little bit there. I don't know. May have to keep an eye on these guys when they work. Of course, you know, sometimes the AI does that. When I had the fertilizer that one time, it didn't finish like the last end of the field here. So, and sometimes the harvesters won't finish the fields. So, not knocking the tractors. I mean, they're probably doing everything they should be, but that's probably just a little glitch in the AI. Alright, well, we'll let him finish that. We'll tab back over to the really big guy here. Head on back over to the shop and we'll get ready to take these tractors and put them to use. Somewhere on a field somewhere. Alright, well, I think that's it, guys. This has been the Big Bud DLC. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's the first look at it. Loving the tractors. Gotta love that horn too. Alright. Good deal. Good DLC this time. I would have paid for it. I did pay for it. I got the season pass, so. But anyway, nice big tractors, big equipment. We're going to get things rolling here. And coming up in the next episode, we still have $1.1 million left. So we got some decisions to make. Do we want to get another combine? Most likely we do. And maybe buy a couple more fields that we're in good with the farmers with. So we'll come back in the next episode and do a little bit more spending. Can't keep the money in the pocket. So until next time, guys, remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see you guys later.